The celebrations are quickly ending and 2025 is closer than we think. So what's better than to do the most important things now and prepare ourselves before everyone else? I remember how my New Year's would start 1, 2 or 3 years ago, and the same would happen. Everyone is happy, we celebrate, and you want to set yourself new resolutions, new goals for the year, but then you see, oh, it's already too late. You want to go to sleep after all the party, and you remember that you haven't write down your goals and prepared yourself. So you just quickly pick up your phone, or your notes, or your notebook, and you scramble something in your notes, if you even do. Then you go to sleep, you wake up already in a new year, and you think to yourself that, oh, I already failed. I'm not doing the things that I want to do, I still procrastinate, I still scroll, I do the bad habits, and this is the worst start. But this year, I want to help you really make a change with yourself. That is why I will show you my 3-step method that I do to prepare myself for the new year earlier than everyone else. So, if you don't have a notebook, pick a simple sheet of paper like I have right now and follow me. I would usually take my big notebook right here, but I believe that you may not be familiar with it or consistent with journaling, so just take a sheet of paper and it's perfectly fine. Let's go. Keep in mind that you and I are doing this for ourselves. So what I want from you is to be 100% honest with yourself. So we start with the basics: the date, the name, and the first line. The sentence that you want to write is what my old self looks like, what he does, and that is what I don't want to be. Now, here's how we start. First, go with the feelings, how you feel mentally, how you feel physically. So let's say, I feel lethargic, I can't focus on myself, I lack focus in school, I feel overwhelmed, I'm tired of scrolling, and physically you may say that I feel weak and I am not doing sports consistently. So, here's how it looks like, and you can stop this and clearly write it all down. Remember that our goal is to do it as clearly and honestly as possible. Don't rush. Stop this video if you need to. Okay, if you are done, now we move to another part, that is your old self habits. You have to list absolutely everything that you don't like about your current self and that is causing you problems. So, the list continues like this. Bad habits like scrolling, procrastinating, eating a lot of junk food, sugars, spending time on meaningless things, not reading books, and etc. You really have to sit there and tell everything. The more precise and more things you write here will help you to understand better and make it easier later. So again, write it all down, pause the video, and think. As I said, we have scrolling, procrastinating, spending time on meaningless things, not reading books, eating junk food, sugars, just all the bad habits that you can think of. Okay, now you should have the feelings listed out and all the habits that your old self does. The last and most important step of this 3-step method is building your new self from today. Again, we repeat with the title, This is me now. From here, we repeat almost the same process. Try to think of the best way that you would like to live. Not the resolutions, not the goals, but as an identity. A person, like this. I am the person that is strong enough to resist the scrolling, the procrastinations, and I don't scroll on social media. So, we have run out of paper and we wrote I don't scroll. You have to write identity statements. So now write everything that you do not want to be and do. So we take another sheet of paper so we could see everything in one line. For example, I do not smoke. I do not use brain rot. I do not watch porn. I do not scroll on social media. That is the key, the most important thing. When you say it like this, when you write it like this, you change completely the way you think. Let's say someone offers you to scroll on a sofa. Just an example. And if you haven't write down this like that, you would say something like, oh, no, this is my day 3 of not scrolling and I can't do it. And you go like this until you finally give in and scroll. But if you wrote this down as an identity statement, as something that you do not do, you then say, no, I do not scroll. This is how simple it is. After you will be done with I do not things, we can move to something more positive and happier, and that is to write down the good things. So again, this goes the same with our bad habits. I do not smoke, so now we write what I do good. I read at least one book per month that moves me forward. Any self-help book, but just not novels. I do sports 3 times per week. I am focused with any work that I do and I prioritize it. And write like this the most important things to you. So, this is how it should look like. You can definitely write more, but this is just the examples. This whole preparation value is to get to know what you are and what you are working with. It's not some kind of resolutions, goal setting yet. This is the first and most crucial part. Do this, spend as much time as you need, don't rush. The point here is to be as clear as possible. And then, both of these papers have to go somewhere that you see oftentimes. You can place it on a mirror, on a wall in front of you, over your bed, or somewhere that you can see every day. You know, I hope that you take some action today, because until the new year, 2025, we still have some great time. This simple step will definitely set you up for better, and tomorrow we are going to have a tutorial for the 2025 goal setting and resolutions. This is the first thing that we will continue from. Finish up your paper, like this video so more people like you can improve, subscribe if you haven't, and if you are actually serious, there's one extra thing that you can do. Join our community in the description, and I'll see you tomorrow.